on tonight. Bring it. Bring it on tonight. Bring it! This over complex new design. I'm tripping over all the time. We try to walk a fragile line. Whatever's left is always wrong. I will take back what's rightly mine. This is what.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Carolina Panthers. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Rashad Jennings. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Second down, 8. On second down, here's Manning. Unable to connect there on the pass play. And if they want to keep this drive alive, they'll need 8 yards here on third down. Throwing is Manning on third down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Now it's Ginn. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Panthers will get it here as they take possession. They'll start the drive with a run by Stewart. And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. To throw on second down is Newton. Eluding the pressure right. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he's brought down after a good game.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Stewart is the lone setback. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful. Back to the air, Newton on second down. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
It'll go as a gain of 12.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let... That's Brown Broncos are going to take a first-quarter lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this...
Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. The return comes from Orleans Darkwa. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Jennings. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on 3rd down.
5 defensive backs. Now Manning. Surveying the field. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. A minute 52 left to play in this second quarter. Back with more from Charlotte after this. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Into the red zone now. Manning. Underneath for Jennings. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 9 on the play. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. So he couldn't find his man there as it falls to the ground. They were looking Jennings' way again, and it's 3rd and short.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So they're unsuccessful there, hooking up on the pass.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, at least they won't take a goose egg into intermission as they do carve out 3 points here in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Yeah, it hasn't really been the greatest of first halves. They've looked out of sync, especially on the offensive side of the ball. But a field goal here at least gives them some momentum as we tick down toward halftime.
Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 1st down, Newton. He couldn't hook up with his man that time, and it brings up 2nd down.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
2nd and 10, Newton again. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down. On 4th down, here's the veteran Mike Cyphers to punt this away. Back deep is Dwayne Harris here. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. One final try now for Manning. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to...
Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
One of my old coaches used to say that pressure bursts pipes. Pressure also leads to picks, Brandon, and there is definite pressure right here. The blitz is on, and as a quarterback, if you take your eyes off your downfield receiver for just a split second to adjust, a lot of times that's all it takes, and that may have been what happened there.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So you heard the word. This is a neutral zone infraction.
Yeah, the defender wanted to try and get back after he had jumped, unable to do so.
Manning going to try and throw on 3rd down. Unable to connect there on the pass play.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And Brown able to put it through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. A decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Giant defense now as they head back onto the field. They had the interception last time, led to a field goal.
And kept points off the board against them as well. What a great way to end a drive. Take it away and set your offense up to put points on the board themselves.
The only thing would have been better, a touchdown. Now they'll be looking to get the stop and lead to that here on the next drive.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. He'll buy some time right. So he couldn't find his man there as it falls to the ground.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Personal foul. Roughing up kicker. Defense.
Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely inexcusable. The kicker's in a defenseless position, and he just gets taken out.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got room. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. And we're back now in Charlotte. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. They go play action with Stewart. Now Newton. And this is caught at the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread off.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. So they're unsuccessful there, hooking up on the pass. Jennings was the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And they're going to speed things up here. He's back to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. He'll look to throw. He's got time. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look, 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. K1 short. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Throwing is Manning. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. They'll try and grind some clock. It's Stewart. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards, and now a decision here on 4th and 1.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. One final try now for Manning. Unable to connect there on the pass play. Well, there were times where this felt more like a soccer match.